Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I decided since we're in quarantine, I would share some of my favorite recipes that are super easy. And this by far is one of my favorite recipes. It is a Haiiii ceviche and it is delicious. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this yummy, mouth-watering Haiiii ceviche, then keep on watching. These are the ingredients that we're going to need to make our Haiiii ceviche. So we're going to need some imitation crab. If you use regular crab, I just prefer to use this. We're going to need some cilantro, some tomatoes. I'm going to use both of these just because I have those, so I might as well just throw them in. Lime. I like to use Serrano pepper because I like it a little bit spicier. Some salt and pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by chopping up the imitation crab. So I'm just gonna set everything to the side. Once you have the crab out, basically we're just going to chop it and make it pretty fine, just because it makes it easier to eat. You could always just rip it apart like this and make it into kind of thin strings, but for me it's just easier to chop, so I kind of just like roughly chop it. Once it's to your desired liking, you could go ahead and transfer it over to the bowl. Next, I'm going to go ahead and get the cilantro and start chopping this. Next, I'm going to chop the tomatoes. I like to chop them pretty small because I just like the bites to be a little bit smaller in the ceviche. So I like to cut it in half and then cut it again in half. And then I'll make kind of like little lines. And then I like to turn it and chop them up. If you do have small tomatoes like this, you can chop them up however you want, or you could just throw them in there like that. It's totally up to you, it's your preference, but this is just the way I do it. It's the easiest way, and I feel like the fastest way if I want them chopped. They are a little bit thicker than the other tomatoes I just chopped, but that doesn't bother me. So if you're kind of like weird about that, then I would maybe not use small tomatoes, just because they're kind of hard to cut. Next, I'm going to go ahead and chop up this little Serrano. This one I like to try to make it as thin as possible as well, just because I don't want to bite into like huge chunks of spice. I just want like little spice here and there. So I'll just cut them, and I do leave the little seeds so it's a little bit spicier. You can obviously take them out. All right, next we're gonna go in with the lime. I'm gonna start off with 2 limes because I feel like these are kind of juicy. As you can tell, they're like bendy. I like to use this little guy, just makes life so much easier. and just squeeze it directly into the bowl. So this is what it looks like now with everything inside. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of black pepper. And I kind of just eyeball it. Just as much as you guys think. I feel like that's good. And then for the salt, I kind of just eyeball it as well. I like my foods somewhat salty, so I kind of do more than usual for salting, but that's totally up to you. And then I'm going to go ahead and just mix everything together. And then once you mix it, just go ahead and taste it and see if it needs a little bit more salt, a little bit more lime, pepper. Everything is just kind of to taste. It's your preference. This is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and prepare it for you guys so you can see how I prepare it on a plate and eat it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It is just a little tiny bit of the ceviche here with the side of chips. You can eat it with chips, you can eat it with crackers, you can eat it alone. It's just a great little snack to have, and it's also a really great snack to have if you ever have parties. If once we get out of quarantine and we have parties again, it's a great dish to bring if you're ever wondering what to bring to a party. So alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. And if you guys do end up trying this recipe, please tag me. I'd love to see how you guys did it and your creation. And also, if you like it enough, go ahead and repost it for me. That would mean so much. I hope you guys are doing good during this quarantine and staying safe out there. Love you guys.